I just want you to know that for everybody watching this review, I'm mad at you. Why? Why are we not talking about the Avengers Marvel Studios level Chinese fantasy movie epics creation of the gods? I talked about the first one last year, and Well Go came back and brought you that second one, and we're not talking about it. Why are we not talking about it, people? Well, guess what? I'm going to tell you about how great Creation of the Gods 2 Demon Force. That's right, Creation of the Gods 2 Demon Force. If you have not seen this high budget, super high fantasy Chinese epic that I swear to God is like completely green screen, I could be wrong. And it actually looks good. Like, oh my, gee, I don't even know what to tell you. Like how ridiculously good this movie looks. Well, let me catch you back up. First of all, let me tell you, movie is directed by Wuershan. Make sure I get that right, because I am terrible at pronouncing names. Of course, the director of the first one. If you guys seen The Butcher, The Chef, Mojin, The Lost Legend, soap opera, The Traveler, this guy's been on the roll. This guy's been on an absolute roll. But again, if you saw the first one, you already know. I've been waiting 2 years for this movie to come out. I watched the first one and was like, man, that was ridiculous. Like, it was ridiculous, like how much was going on. I was trying to keep up with it, and I had a really good time. I was hurt I didn't see the first one in the movie theater. Hurt, and I'm so happy that we got a release by Well Go in the theater. Not only that, but we got IMAX. We got an IMAX release of Creation of the Gods 2, Demon Force. Look, if we're not talking about this movie by the time we do another one, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. But let me get into it. Let me tell you what this plot of this movie is for Creation of the Gods 2 Demon Force. Make sure I get these names right. Taishi Wenzong led the army of the Shang Dynasty, including Deng Shangyu and 4 generals of the Mo family, with the help of Kunlun immortals such as Jiang, Ziya, Jifa, led the army of civilians to defend their homeland. Like I said, if we last left off, we brought the evil guy back to life. The demon fox lady, she brought him back to life. And now he's just an evil scumbag. We left off with a lot of betrayal. The gods are now involved in this mega endgame war that we get in this movie. We get different archetypes of demons and everything in this war. It is completely freaking ridiculous. I feel like I was holding my breath the whole time during the movie. It was just good. I don't know if this is going to be everybody's cup of tea. Just because of the level of CG that's used and some of the stuff like that. And of course, as you watch it, it's completely in Mandarin Chinese, so you got to read. But it's completely freaking worth it. If you're limiting yourself to just American cinema, what are you doing? These are the movies that you need to be watching right here. These Chinese fantasy, high fantasy epics, and not only one but 2 so far with the Creation of the God series is completely ridiculous. You need to go see this in the movie theater. Thank Well Go Entertainment that they are doing the Lord's work to give us these great movies. In terms of this one, of the sequel, the story brings you right back to like I said, the way we were before, picking up with the evil guy taking back over, gearing up for a war with the immortals and the demons and the gods, as they finally decide to now get intervene in the man's war, which they definitely, it kind of got their hand forced in. But yeah, it's like I said, we're jumping right back into this. The story is the story. I'm not gonna say here, and I think because of the maybe, I don't want to say language barrier. It could be a little bit of that, and just not really having much knowledge of Chinese folklore, stuff like that. It may seem ridiculous, but it's completely good. Like I said, the first one definitely had me entranced. I could not put it down. This one, you come right back to it, and it's just so good. This was so freaking worth watching in the theater. The action is incredible. You get the painstaking amount of time they put into this movie. You can see it. The wings, the white. I mean, it looks good. Like I said, maybe this was like a perfect balance of like green screen and like real life people. I mean, like I said, we've been watching Marvel movies for like the last 20 years, but this is so freaking good, people. If you're not watching this, what are you doing? The fights, like I said, are really, really good. A lot of good fights throughout this movie that I really, really enjoyed. I'm thinking about it right now. I want to go back and see this movie. That's how good the movie is. Look, the Avengers was cool, but the creation of the gods it's serious. You need to be watching this. The fights are ridiculous, ridiculous. The music, the overall like soundtrack to the, I don't want to say soundtrack, but just the feel of the movie just feels so good. Like it's so epic. Like I'm saying pump right now because of how good this movie is. Like just coming out, like I'm telling you, you're gonna want to buy this when it comes out. You're gonna want to see this. You're gonna want to buy it. This is really, really good. Really, really good movie. Like I said, the costume design, the makeup. I'm literally trying to find something else to complain to find something to complain about with this movie. And the only thing I think I have right now is the story just being what it was. Like I said, I don't think it was solid, like, but it's serviceable enough. Like I would watch it again. Like I said, it's incredibly good. Creation of the Gods 2, Demon Force gives you sequel power. When you get a sequel to a movie that you really like that first one, and you come back and you see the second one, you're like, man, how can we top how ridiculous the first one was? And guess what they do? They top how ridiculous the first one was. The movie's good. I don't care what you say. The movie was good. I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely something I want to see as soon as it comes out. I'm buying it. It's good. Well, go. Thank you, Well Go, so much for giving us a theatrical release. This movie is ridiculously good. Look, say what you want to say about it. I had a good time. I think the movie is incredibly fun. It hits a lot of stuff that I like. You know, like with the high fantasy, especially these Chinese folklore stories. Like they do a really good job with this. But yeah, everybody acted their asses off in this. Like I don't think the acting was required. You didn't have to do too much, but I think it was cool. I definitely had a good time. Like I said, the music, the fighting, the action, the scenery, the background, the CG I thought was really, really good. They knocked it out the park with this. I would be surprised if this movie was less than 300 million. I'd be surprised if it was less than 300 million. I'm gonna look that up because I can't find it on IMDb, but I will look that up for you guys. I'm gonna drop it in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the movie. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you also filmed this movie. Had a good time. It was great. Like I said, I would definitely go see it again. I can't wait for it to be released. Thank you, Well Go. Appreciate it. Thank you. But again, let me know what you thought about the movie in the comments below. Get back to me. I'm gonna get back to you, and I'll see you guys next time for another review. See you.